You guys ready for some letter cringe? And not just any letter cringe, some of this transcends even cringe and is genuinely a really sad and bleak outlook.
So Reddit?
Yeah, honestly, like, we'll just jump right into this, but I do warn you, some of this is cringe and some of this is just, is this what it is now? So I don't blame any of you if you just need to crack off. But anyway, let's jump into it, will we?
I'm pretty fucking upset right now. I'm going to do my best to explain everything that's happened. I've had an extended holiday, 3 months, planned with my best friend Tori for years. We've always talked about it and my boyfriend Daniel knew we were going to do it. She finally finished college this December and we put our plan into action. Another friend, Michelle, went on a similar trip years ago. She and her friend both had long-term boyfriends at the time and they both ended up cheating on the trip. A while later, their friendship fell apart and they both revealed each other's infidelity. It got ugly. Michelle and her boyfriend broke up. Her ex-friend stayed with her boyfriend, but from the sounds of it, their relationship was severely damaged. At first I thought they were absolutely horrible for doing it, but after talking to her, I could see their side of things. Months of no sexual contact / release. Being in a party atmosphere, of course there would be temptation. She's young, attractive, and gets lots of male attention. The encounter was purely sexual. She was drunk, and they used protection. The next day the boy was out of her life completely, and that was it. I vehemently disagreed with doing all this behind her boyfriend's back though. Talking with Michelle about a month ago, she asked what I'm going to do about Daniel. I honestly hadn't thought about it like that. I felt like I could go easily 3 months without having sex, and I'd never want to betray Daniel's trust. But Michelle made a good case for opening our relationship while I was away. She said, paraphrasing, "Of course you love Daniel.
But you love cock more."
But travelling is about experiencing new things, and that includes sex. You'll say it won't happen now, but you just have to trust me that once you're there, you'll feel different. Daniel's going to wonder either way if you're fucking other guys on your trip, so just be upfront with him and see what he says. And so that night I talked to him about it. I explained that I wasn't going to be looking to fuck every guy I see that I'm attracted to, and that my love for him was as strong as ever. But I also wanted to be able to act freely and party like other girls my age. It was more of a contingency, if anything. I don't plan on fucking other guys, but if it happens, it happens. A night of partying half the world away with people I'll never see again shouldn't ruin what we had here. I'd insist on using protection, and of course he would have the same opportunity as me. He would be able to freely see girls if he so choose. He wasn't happy, but said he understood. He said, "You've tied my hands. If I tell you I forbid it, I'll still be worried that you're being true to your word. By expressing that this is what you want, there's nothing I can do to stop you." Daniel's a bit of a homebody. He goes out with his friends on occasion, but most nights he spends in our apartment playing video games or watching Netflix. Given his lifestyle, I wasn't overly worried he'd be hooking up with all these random girls. Me and Tori left on February 17th. It's been eye-opening and a ton of fun, but it's also been stressful. We haven't done any partying. We talked to some guys one night, but nothing came of it. Tonight I checked my email at an internet cafe, and there was a message from Kay, a sweet old lady who lives above us in our apartment complex. "I've debated for days whether to send you this and potentially ruin your vacation, but you deserve to know the truth. Daniel has been seeing another woman since you left. There's no doubt that he's seeing her. She's come over most nights, and I have heard them being intimate. You deserve so much better. I'm so sorry."
I mean, like, look...
I thought I could handle this open relationship arrangement. I can't. Okay, so because you're not getting any.
Alright, so it's okay for me, but not for you. No.
I can't. This message shattered my heart into a million pieces. This isn't what I intended at all. I want the freedom to act in the moment. He's taking this as a free pass to regularly fuck some girl.
Wait, what? But that's exactly...
But that's literally what you wanted to do. And I have a feeling I know exactly who it is. A girl from his work, who was always overly flirty with him. I regret ever taking Michelle's advice and opening my stupid mouth. I don't want him to fuck other girls. I don't want to fuck other guys. I want this slut out of my apartment now! I'm a fucking wreck and need another woman's opinions.
And you're going to definitely get that on Reddit.
Yeah.
Trust me, guys. She'll get the perfect advice.
Tori has been so unhelpful, basically telling me to grow up and that I got what I asked for. No shit. People aren't allowed to change their minds or regret their decisions. How do I go about contacting him and expressing that this needs to stop now without coming across like a crazy hypocritical bitch? And let him know that I will be 100% faithful on my trip. I don't even know how I'm going to look at him when I get home. I'm beyond hurt. This feels so wrong and so sick. I'm going to bed now to try and get some sleep. I will check and respond to all comments tomorrow morning. Thank you. Edit. Guys, seriously, stop it. I know I fucked up. I brought it all on myself. Kicking me while I'm down isn't helping. I'm not asking for your opinion on my stupid, selfish decision. I'm asking the best way to approach this and fix it. Tori says I should email him saying what I said before about opening our relationship was a mistake. I haven't slept with anyone here, and I don't want to. You're my partner, and I don't want to compromise what we have. Please be faithful as I will be to you. I love you. Simply don't tell him about Kay's email or that I know there's another woman. Thoughts? Ha! 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 You slutty bitch!
Yeah, you pretty much get what you deserve with that one. I mean...
sometimes I hate my gender, guy.
Yeah, I don't really have much words to put on this. Like, honestly, there really isn't that much to say about this situation. I feel like, if I was to spend any time, like, really talking about this, it's only, like, you're coming up with, like, bullshit.
No, the same.
I know. But it is what it is. Like, she wanted to go away. She wanted to... You know what she wanted? She wanted to be 18, 19,
mm-hmm.
and...
The same thing happened to me with my ex.
Oh,
That's how we broke up.
Yeah.
He wanted to go out for a night, and I didn't want to go out. And he was like, right, well, I'm breaking up with you so I can hook up with other girls. And I was like, right, okay. And he said, but I'll message you on Monday. And I was like, okay. So he went out and he hooked up with all these girls and he messaged me on Monday and he was like, do you want to go out for dinner this week or whatever? And I was like, no. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, no, we're done.
I don't want to see you.
You broke up with me because you wanted to go out. And he goes, no, but I didn't mean it. And I was like, yeah, but you went out and you were with all these girls.
To give you guys an idea, this guy, he like sends Megan like messages like, well, maybe once
He's
every...
probably
like,
listening.
He probably is. He would send Megan like a message like once every like 6 months or so on the weirdest things. Like if you could send messages on teletext, he would.
Yeah.
Like it's...
If he could send me...
Like he would send you a message on PSN.
Yeah.
Like on your Xbox
ridiculous,
or something, or like
ridiculous.
Steam. Like it's... Like the thing is, this was we've been together, coming up on 9 years.
We've been together near 10 years.
Yeah.
And me and him were together for 4.
Yeah. And it's still like...
So fresh. Your friend was round.
Oh yeah. What
this was only like last year.
This was like
just before Christmas.
Yeah, just before Christmas. One of my good friends ran into him.
No, he went round to a friend's house. A friend of his and friend, they know the same guy.
Yeah.
And he was there, and my ex knows that this guy is friends with James, really good friends with James. And he was talking. He's like, "Oh, I see. James is doing really well for himself." And Dale was like, yeah, no, he's doing really well. He's been working from home. Sure, they got married and they had a kid and all there. And he was like, yeah, no, I know that. But, in the end, Megan's just meant to be with me. We'll link up, like, in another time. But, like, we're meant to be together. And he was like, no, I don't think so.
Wait, it's been 10 years. It's coming up on 10 years. Like, that's when you know there's serious mental issues going on there. If you're still, like... obsessed.
But he done the exact same thing to me and wondered why I didn't take him back.
Yeah. Well, this one is absolutely horrible, and trust me, they only get worse. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if the worst... Megan hasn't seen the worst one, so I'm going to see if the worst one to the very end. But let's just keep going, will we?
Okay.
They're quite short, though.
Right, you slimy human maggots. We has been working hard at Neckbeardia to get the bestest little people that monies can buy. We got all the boys here. We got the boys, the lizard boys, vampire boys, all the boys over at Neckbeardia. Oh, we also got some pretty girls too. But I can't really make out which one's the boys and which one's the girls sometimes. But anyway, I need more monies to get more DACA, so get on over and order some now, you filthy pigs.
Every video that we post, we're going to be giving away all of our homebrew content to one lucky winner. Every video. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is to be subscribed, leave a comment, and like this video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done! Well done! To claim your prize, just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. My husband said I have a boy pussy.
Show me a boy puss.
I am I don't even know what to react to.
How the fuck is femboys turned into such a fucking I you know what it is? I feel like this is like, you know, with like Pornhub and stuff where it's like, oh yeah, fuck your sister, fuck your mom, oh your mom got stuck in a tumble dryer.
You know what it probably is? A lot of guys want like tom girls, but they can never find a tom girl. So like, okay, femboys have to do.
Anyway, like, let's do this one.
I'm a biological female and a woman. I haven't spoken to him since. For context, we're having sex, and at some point, with his eyes closed, he moaned, "Yeah, that boy pussy," and then stopped, realizing he spoke out loud. I feel better if he mentioned another woman because we're somewhat open, but I'm pretty sure he's bisexual, and instead of speaking to me about it, fantasized about me being a twink.
Right, which one of you guys was it? I know it was one of you guys. I know it was one of you guys that did this, alright? Right, next post.
My husband peed while he was inside of me. This is so embarrassing, so I'm going anonymous. I won't mention any names or ages here. My husband literally peed inside of me last night while we were having an intercourse.
An intercourse?
It freaked me out and I didn't know how to handle it. It was just so weird and I really can't put into words how I felt. But I do want to point out that I'm upset because he previously told me about trying to do it and I already said no.
Chance of master.
But he went ahead and did it. I was completely caught off guard. I did not agree to do this weird experience and I definitely didn't enjoy it. We had an argument and he said I killed the fun with my reaction, but he already knew how I felt about it. He still hung up on the fight saying I overreacted for no good reason at all, but I don't know. I found it really unpleasant and just weird. I think it's more impressive.
I think it's kind of impressive that he's actually able to pull that off.
Like,
you know what I want? Do you remember that old "E fucked" video where the guy, when he comes, he goes like,
yes!
Yeah, I want that when everybody's pissing instead. I want him to go like, that's what I want. Please tell me, like, he was doing like a Super Saiyan, he was like charged or some shit. It's either that or it was R. Kelly. I don't know. I kind of prefer it was that guy rather than imagine R. Kelly. So this is the second before the end. This one's actually kind of light. Be wary for the next one.
Lost my job, my apartment, and the girl I was going to propose to. So I went all in, 39k down. Oh, 39k, now down to 18k, still holding strong from my tent. Hopefully the squeeze will let me upgrade to a van, or maybe a real home again someday.
It's the GameStop meme stop. You know the thing is, for me, I think this is more like a sign of the times that people are that desperate that stuff like Dogecoin is like all their hopes and dreams are tied to it. You know what I mean?
I know.
The people will actually just literally sell.
Imagine dumping all your money into meme coin.
Yeah, no, exactly. By cheating, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about here. Unironically, it's a good time to start buying it.
That's not. My girlfriend, 26 female, and I, 26 male, gave up our child today. He was born happy and healthy. Most beautiful baby I've ever seen in my life. Happiest day of our lives is sadly also the hardest one. We wanted him so bad. Right now where we are in our lives though, barely surviving paycheck to paycheck, food stamps, and living in a shitty ass neighbourhood in one of the most expensive overpriced cities in the US. We know we can't deal with a baby. I'm sad we can't provide the life he deserves. We know the family he's going to is going to love him so much. They've been waiting for years to have a child. They're good people. We know they are. And we know he's going to have a good life with him. My girlfriend cried for an hour when it was time to say goodbye. She's sleeping on me right now. My heart hurts. Hurts deeper than anything I've ever felt. I only got to hold him for a few minutes, but it already feels like I can't breathe without him. This is for the best though. We both know it is. I hope one day we can meet again, baby boy. Oh, it's horrible. I can't even imagine.
There's so many, like, the thing is, right, they even admitted themselves they're in the most overpriced city in the US. You know, why do you have to be in the most overpriced city? Do you really have to be there? You know, I don't know. I feel like for me at this point in my life, I feel like I'm more interested in the idea of having a nice, comfortable lifestyle than having all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the idea of having like a really high-end paying job and working all these hours of the day and doing this and doing that, I just don't think it's really worthwhile. Mm-hmm. You know, I would much rather have a nice comfortable job where I get to enjoy Aussie, and, you know...
Or family unit and be able to go out and days out and family
And
holidays.
the thing is, you can go out for a day and it doesn't cost money.
No.
You know what I mean? Go for a wee walk, go to a park, go see the ducks, whatever.
The amount of times I don't know how we've went out for a walk to see the ducks and we've got like a chip and sat down and had a chip.
You know, I think people really... Children aren't as expensive as people... You know what it is? It's people that buy fucking Funko Pops, right? Funko Pops are the reason why children are expensive. They're really not. Again, that kind of sounds very boomer, doesn't it? It's like, oh, the kids these days with their Netflix and the avocado.
Don't get me wrong, kids cost money, but
not that. Like, you know,
we're not finding it as hard as what we thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I really did think it would be a lot worse. How would you say, how much
and
money?
Especially now because he's eating
our food,
proper food, so we're eating better because I'm making dinners that does all three of us. You know, and it's easier than, and he's nearly off formula and stuff now.
So like, you know, there's no issue. I don't know. I just feel like, you know,
I think, you know, it would be the last. It wouldn't even have been an option for me.
No, I don't think it would have been ever. I just, I don't know. It's a sad one, to say the least. And it's sad that people like this, I feel like, exist, because I feel like you don't have to... But at the
end of the day, that child's going to a family.
That's wanted, at least. Yeah, that's good.
It's wanted, and,
you know, but I kind of just feel sad more than anything. See, like, you know, it started off laughing at letters, but now it's just... Now this is just fucking depressing, if I be honest with you guys. So, I don't know, what else is it really to put on that?
I know.
Bar that's just a really sad situation.
But it's also a sad situation that,
it could be, I think it's avoidable. You can work around this.
It depends, to be honest, on their living situation.
I know, but you can work around it. You don't have to be living somewhere like that. You don't have to be, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of... But
there is a lot of families living paycheck to paycheck.
Oh, yeah, there is.
It's hard.
Most definitely there is.
I've said to James, James has said to me many times, my idea of being quote-unquote rich is having a warm house, a warm bed, a child that can go to a warm, safe bed, and to be able to go into a shop.
Like, say you go out and you do your weekly shop. You're not looking at the prices.
You're not looking at the prices, and you're able to get what your family need without having to worry about how much this is going to cost at the end of the day. Once you get to the
you come to the checkout, it's like, oh fuck, do I have enough in the card? Or do I need to move money? You know what I mean?
If you're able to do that, then you know you're richer than most people in the world.
Yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so. But anyway, look, I think that's where we're going to end it. That's just fucking... I'm sorry to leave on such a depressing one. Actually, you know what? Well, I can't find...
We'll find another one.
You know what?
I'm not leaving it on that.
Yeah, we can't leave on that one. We'll find something funny to laugh at Anders, because that's just a sad one. Let's keep going.
My 36 female husband, 41 male, has some disturbing requests for after he's passed away. This one is really bizarre, and I'm sorry ahead of time. My husband of 12 years has had some medical problems recently. The topic about end-of-life plans came up, and I asked if he wanted to be buried. He didn't want that, nor did he want to be cremated. My husband wants me to have his skull taken from his body and cleaned. Then he wants that skull put on the mantelpiece in my living room. The rest of his body he wants sent to one of those places that makes the gems out of bodies and made into 2 blue diamonds. He then wants those gems to be put in the eye sockets of the skull to look like eyes. Then he can watch the family home and be passed down through the generations.
Absolutely beast.
Get away from you spooky bitch.
Beast and rich pilled.
That's not a flattery.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? The guy wants to be a demi-lich. Let him be a demi-lich, okay, guys? I like that one. That's a much nicer ending to the video. That one's actually funny.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys... If you guys want any more cringe, I know some of this was actually, really heavy, but, I don't know, maybe it's just because we have a child. Maybe it's just heavy because it's
heavier for
us.
I don't know.
But let us know. I definitely if you have anything, definitely send us it our way. And I'd like to do another video like this because laughing at Raptors is always...
It's one of my favourite pastimes, guys.
It definitely is. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
All those moments will be lost in time.